It's stupid.
It's pointless.
It's irrelevant.
It's Things That Matter with Mike and Nev. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Things That Matter with Mike and Nev. I'm Nevin Barrage. He's Michael Feldman. This week's topic, designated hitter in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Mike, baseball season's upon us,
right.
And it always begs the question, is a designated hitter a good thing for baseball or a bad thing for baseball? This is something that's always split among the fans. What are your thoughts?
I think that the DH... It's weird that it's different in different leagues. Mm-hmm. That's the thing to me. I think that the DH as a concept is okay. I don't love it personally. Mm-hmm. I kind of think the pitcher should be able to hit. I mean, It should be like, it feels purer to me, I guess. But it just seems weird. It seems weird that you sort of force teams to like mix it up when they play each other, like with interleague stuff. I don't know. It feels weird to me.
I'll be honest. I like it.
Okay.
I've always liked it.
Yeah.
Because I actually like that there's a little bit of a difference between the National League and the American League. It's just a little twist on the game, and it kind of makes it fun when the teams in the different leagues play each other, whether it's in the All-Star game, whether it's in the World Series. It just adds that little element that makes it a little different from every other sport. So to be honest, I never had a problem with it. I always felt it worked for me.
Like, it's funny to me because I can't think of an equivalent. Right,
that's my point. There is no equivalent.
Right, like
that's the idea.
Right,
yeah.
It's not like you have like the East and the West in NBA or something, and they're playing like the West has, I don't know what it would be, like some substitution
scoring. Good
or like
players.
A different shot clock
exactly.
Or something.
Something like that. Yeah. So, but it's just like a very simple element that is a big change, but not so big that the actual game itself changes on a day-to-day basis.
I just realized something. I've never known this in like Little League, right? Like big time Little League,
right?
Or even college, really.
Yeah.
Like, do they have DH?
Yeah,
do they?
I mean, usually what they do with the DH is that the DH can be anybody. You can almost hit for anybody, or I don't think at that level they probably don't have a DH that just does hitting.
Okay.
Yeah, they might in college. I'm not sure, but I think for the most part, everybody just kind of hits across the board.
So the pitcher does sit out with hitting then typically? Is that what you're saying? In like Little League?
No.
You're saying that
you did not listen to a word I just said.
I did.
I am not your wife. You did not hear. I just said at those levels, I think everybody hits across the board. But they may have some type of DH.
Oh, may have.
But somebody may hit for another. But I think, but it's not necessarily for the pitcher.
Oh, okay.
So I think the DH could be like for anybody. For say, and softball, I think they have what's called designated player.
Right.
I actually have no idea what that means. But I'll tell you what I hate.
Okay.
Interleague play. Interleague play drives me nuts. It always did. Because what was always fun to me about the World Series and the MLB All-Star game is the fact that these players would only play each other during these times. So like in the World Series, for example, you would never see that matchup during the season.
Right.
If the Dodgers played the Yankees, you could only see that in the World Series.
Right.
If the Angels played the Mets, you can only see that matchup in the World Series. But now with interleague play, it's made it like any other sport.
It sort of cheapens it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what really drives me nuts.
Yeah.
And now it's worse because when they used to do interleague play, it made it so you would have interleague play at certain points in the season. Now they just do it all year long. So they've kind of really intermingled interleague play with everything. And I don't know, it just drives me a little bit crazy. I wish it went back to what it was.
So that's funny. See, because we're talking about like the purity of the game. Right. And how to me, like the DH feels a little impure. Like it feels a little, but you're saying interleague play feels weird to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and maybe for me, part of it is because when I was born, the DH was already there. Or maybe they added it a few years later.
Right.
So I grew up with the DH. I don't know of anything else. But I grew up in a time where, one, you'd have the World Series be National League versus American League.
Right.
And two, you didn't have all these wild cards in the playoffs. You just had basically 4 teams make the playoffs. You had 4 divisions, and 1 team from each division made it, and that was it. Quick, simple, easy, done. And now they've added more playoff teams for more revenue. They had to bring interleague play after the steroid scandal.
It's like it's not even baseball anymore.
It's not baseball.
What is it?
It's like baseball. Baseball without steroids. That's what it's become. You've taken the juice out of the game. You've taken the juice out. And is the game better? I mean, wasn't it more fun when McGuire was juicing and hitting 70 home runs a year and Sammy Sosa was right behind? Wasn't it more fun when like these random guys out of nowhere suddenly were hitting 50 home runs, batting 350? Wasn't it fun when Barry Bonds' head exploded like this, went 2 or 3 inches up bigger? I mean, that's when the game was fun. I enjoyed it.
It's, again, purity of the game. It's just a beautiful thing.
That's all I'm saying. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Things That Matter with Mike and Nev. For Michael Feldman, I'm Nevin Barrage. Is the Things That Matter.